lot of the mystery about the deaths of Gene Hackman and his wife has been solved.
Late today, the medical examiner said the Academy Award-winning actor died of heart disease and Alzheimer's, most likely on February 18th. That, the ME said, was about a week after his wife, Betsy Arakawa, died of hantavirus, a disease spread by rodents that attacks the lungs.
Hackman was 95. Arakawa was 65. Their bodies were found Wednesday of last week at their home in Santa Fe, New Mexico. Carter Evans has the latest on the new developments. Carter?
Well, what we learned today is more about the timeline. Investigators already knew that Gene Hackman and his wife died in separate rooms of their home, but how and when they died is now becoming clear. For more than a week, the deaths of actor Gene Hackman and his wife Betsy have been a mystery filled with speculation. Today, Chief Medical Examiner Dr. Heather Jarrell provided answers.
The cause of death for Miss Betsy Hackman is hantavirus pulmonary syndrome. The manner of death is natural. The cause of death for Mr. Gene Hackman is hypertensive and atherosclerotic cardiovascular disease, with Alzheimer's disease as a significant contributory factor.
Santa Fe Sheriff Adam Mendoza confirmed that Betsy Arakawa Hackman had run several errands on February 11th, and when she returned home, the data trail turned cold.
There was no additional outgoing communication from her or known activity after February 11th, 2025.
Based on Hackman's pacemaker activity, it appears he was alive for a full week after his wife passed away.
Was he aware that Miss Hackman had died? And I think that question's difficult to answer, but I can tell you that he was in an advanced state of Alzheimer's, and it's quite possible that he was not aware that she was deceased.
Now, the case is not closed just yet. Investigators are still waiting for a necropsy to help determine exactly how the couple's dog died. They're also still trying to gain access to their cell phones to see if it could shed any light on what may have happened in that week between their two deaths.
Carter Evans in Santa Fe tonight. Thank you.
Dr. Celine Gounder is a CBS News medical contributor. Dr. Gounder, help us understand what hantavirus is.
So this is a virus that is transmitted usually through rodent droppings or urine that have been aerosolized, where someone is breathing those in. There is quite a high case fatality rate, meaning of the people who we know have hantavirus, how many die? It's somewhere between 30 and 50%, and they die from failure of the lungs and the heart to function.
A lot of people have not heard about it, Celine. So how common is it?
Hantavirus is rare, so this is not something everybody at home should be worrying about for themselves. Most of the cases we've seen have been out west, maybe about 30 a year, concentrated in New Mexico, Colorado, and Arizona. You may remember in the early 90s there was an outbreak of hantavirus that was discovered by Indian Health Service doctors in the area, and there were about 24 or so people who died in that outbreak.
We have about 20 seconds left. Older people were more susceptible, or people with weakened immune states?
Presumably, but this is so rare, we honestly don't have tremendous information about it. The best advice I have for you is if you're going to be cleaning in your garden shed or basement, make sure you wear appropriate protective equipment, mask, gloves to protect yourself.